Well, good morning and hello, everyone. I'm Julia Royston, trusting and praying that you're having a awesome day. Jesus said, "For I come that you might have life, and that you have that life to the full, to the overflowing, abundant life." That's what he came for. That's what he worked and walked the streets. That's what he died for on the cross, on that horrific rugged cross, and to do is give you that abundant life. So now it's your turn to walk in that victory. It's your turn to live the abundant life that he's designed to give you. Now, I don't know why this frog decided to jump in my throat, but we're going to get it out. So I'm Julia Royston again, trusting that you're having an awesome day and we'll have an awesome rest of the week and the rest of the year. So I am super excited. I'm going to jump on really quickly. And I didn't announce, if you follow me on social media, and I am on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And there's my handle right there at the bottom of the screen. Julia A. Royston is my handles on all. I am on Twitter as Julia A. K. Royston as well as BK Royston Publishing. But I wanted to, if you follow me on social media, I wanted to jump on this morning and I didn't know what to talk about. And I normally either I'm promoting something, but I wanted on today for there to be something specific. And I said, God, you haven't given it to me. And 8:30, he hadn't given it to me. 9 o'clock, he gave it to me. So I don't want to seem preachy today, but that's what he gave me. I'm going to give you what he gave me. So he said, Faith Checkup. It's time to have a faith checkup. We've talked about that we are going to recover. We are going to receive it all. He is going to give us the victory, but sometimes we have to check up our faith. So Jesus was about to head to the cross in Luke. And Peter was all like, "I'm with you, Jesus, ride or die. I'm your guy. I'm with you. I'm willing to go to prison. I'm willing to go to the cross." And he said, "Okay, the Satan desires to have you. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I appreciate your zeal. He desires to have you and sift you as wheat. But I pray that your faith fail not, because what you're saying and what is about to happen are two different things. You don't have a clue what I'm about to go through." So the same as with us this entire year, we had no clue. Not a lot of heads up, not a lot of warning. They've been telling us since we were small that, things like this would happen, but to actually live to see it is over the top and has been overwhelming. So today we need to have a little faith checkup as we head into the close of this year, as we head into the next season, the next year, without a clue what is going to happen next. My uncle used to quote the scripture, because the love of many evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse. So therefore, we have to be prepared for the worst, prepared for the best, prepared for somewhere in between. So that's the reason why we need a faith checkup. So number one, he said, figure out, who do you believe? What do you believe? What are you believing in? Determining where that faith lies. Okay, if it's in money, if it's in your job, if it's in even people, they will fail, whether they intended to or not. A good morning to everybody. Be sure and share the broadcast and put a comment in the comment section as well. So you have to determine, who do you believe? What do you believe in? I put my faith in the stock market. It let me down. I put my faith in my job. Even though we were working from home, they let me go because they said they had to get rid of somebody, or they came after me. So you have to decide, okay, what are you going to believe in? The thing Jesus Christ said, the same yesterday, today, and forever. So you got to believe in that thing that will not change. That thing that will not fail you, even no matter what's going on around you. You've got to determine who you believe. So and we're talking about a faith checkup today. So number one, you have to determine Who do we believe? What do we believe in? Where do we put our faith and confidence? I know where mine is, and each one of us has to determine what that is. The scripture said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. But you have to determine that for you and your house. And then secondly, number 2, you have to replay past victories. Good morning. Good morning. Replay past victories. Okay. So as you well know, and I've repeatedly said, I am a sports fanatic. So with college football back, football is my favorite sport. So one of the things that I enjoy, even though I might have watched part of the game, even though I might not have been able to watch all of the games, I enjoy watching the replays, how they won the game, how they scored the last field goal, or how they scored the last touchdown. I enjoy watching the replays. And then I know that those same replays, the team that lost are going to be watching it over and over and over again, so they can learn from that victory. So sometimes you have to replay. I know we say don't live in the past. Sometimes you have to replay past victories. You have to replay past struggles so that you can learn from them, so that you can move forward. Now, we didn't say dwell there. We didn't say abide there. We didn't say get down in depression there. We said replay it and say, okay, that happened, and what part did I play in it? What part did, because the people, when we're talking about sports, the people who were not on their man, missed the ball, did not catch it, and the quarterback who didn't throw it correctly, if you're not into football, you won't know what I'm talking about. But the people on the field, if they did not play where they get in position, they were out of position, they weren't fast enough, but the other person got the edge on, they're going to replay that over and over and over again, so that they can get better next week when the next game comes around. They're going to get better the next year, the next off season. The same as with us. We're replaying past victories, and we should replay some of the past mistakes and struggles, so you remember, so you realize, okay, I can't get out of position like that again. When somebody tries to bait me to make my anger rise, I can't get down into that again. When this happens, when that happens, I got to remember, okay, wait a minute. He blessed me before. Okay, remember that last time, when that bill was due and this happened and that happened and it worked out. Or you called the people and made the arrangements. Okay, so that's happened before. He brought us out before. So he's going to bring us out again. So sometimes you have to, first off, determine what you believe in. And when you got your faith system, like, okay, I'm going to believe God. This is the way I'm going. Then you have to replay past victories, because some things that you're not going to fight, he's going to fight for you. And some things he's going to make you fight for. He's going to make you work for. He's going to do his part, the divine, and you've got to do your part. So replay past victories. You've been here before. You've seen this. Big Mama talked about it. Your mama talked about it. Your aunties talked about it. Your uncles, the deacons, the whatever. Replay past victories. Okay? And then number 3, make a decision. You got to decide. Choose. You got to choose. Are you going to walk in faith, or are you going to abide in fear and panic? And that is the fear of the unknown, the fear of the future, the fear of, oh my gosh, it's never going to. So you have to decide. You have to make a decision. And you have to repeat that decision often. It's not a one-time occurrence. Every day you wake up, new mercies are come to you every day. Then you have to make that decision every day. Today, we're going to believe God. Yep, our faith may be tried. Yep, our faith may be, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to face today, but I'm going to make a decision to believe God, that he's got me, that he's going to carry me through, that he's going to provide for me. We're not going to go hungry. David said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor a seed begging bread. We are going to have what we need. It may not be what we want. It may be spam. It may be bologna. I may not be eating steak and oxtails and high on the hog, but I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat today, even if it's peanut butter and jelly. So I have to make a decision, and you have to repeat it often. And you may have to repeat that decision several times a day. I mean, when I was in the school system, it would be a class coming that day, and I'm like, oh Lord, you got to get me through the day. Even though I had to ask him at 6 o'clock in the morning when my feet hit the floor, I still had to ask him again at 12 o'clock after lunch. Oh Lord, here they come. Oh God, give me grace. Oh God, give me the wisdom. I'm praying all day long. That's the reason why I said pray without ceasing. So you have to make those decisions to believe and to trust and to listen and to hear and walk in what he said do, and do it all the time, all day long. So what we're talking about, those of you who are joining, it's time for a faith checkup. It's time for you to see what you believe. And sometimes, especially as you get older, I'm in my 50s, I'm 57. I don't have no problem talking about it because my doctor told me at 18 I wouldn't live to see 21. So I'm 57. So the devil is a lie, and that doctor was too. So, but my faith checkup has to happen, because when you're in an unknown time and a troublesome time, you have to figure out what you believe in, and you have to replay some of those past victories. And then number 3, you have to make that decision and repeat it often. And then number 4, finally, you got to walk in the truth. You got to walk in that. The truth of the word, the truth of what happened in the past, the truth of the part that you played, the truth of God, and he changes not, and he's always got me, the truth of what that is. Because the fear is false evidence appearing real. Well, some of that evidence is not false, is real. It's a real place. Corona is real. People dying is real. Whether they died of the symptoms they had or pre-existing conditions, they did. And we're sorry about it. And our prayers go out to every family and every person who's suffered, but it's real. It's a real place. It's a real disease. It's a real problem. It's a real issue. It's a real virus. Whatever your theory is of how it got here, it's real. It's here. So therefore, we have to walk in the truth of God is the healer. God is by his stripes we're healed. We have to walk in that, and then we have to walk in the truth of protection and 6 feet, social distancing, the things that the doctors tell us and those that are the experts tell us. We have to walk in that truth. We have to be conscious and be safe and not just haphazard about our health and life. This is the temple of the Holy Spirit. It's not just for certain sins to avoid, but some of it is to make sure that we make wise decisions. So, 1, who do you believe? 2, replay them past victories. You've been here before. He brought you out before. He can bring you out again. And then make the decision who you're going to believe and the victory you're going to believe in, and repeat it often. And then number 4, walk in it. For we walk by faith and not by sight. We walk in the truth of what he's done for us in the past. And we can't go by what we see. We've got to go because what the seen is temporal. But what the thing that is not seen is life eternal. So I trust that helps you and that's blessed you today. I gave you what he gave me, and I did what he said. And that's my job, to do what he said with the platform and the time that he's given me and the opportunity that we have right now, because we don't know how long we're going to be able to freely talk about God in the social media space. We don't know how long the algorithms are going to allow us to be in this space. We have no clue. So we have to maximize the time that we have, record so that we can replay the time that we have, so that we can move forward to the next thing and the next avenue and the next door and the next window and the next time that God gives us to continue to encourage his people. That's my job. With that being said, I have coming up a master class on creating your own online store. I realize that brick and mortars and actually gathering it's touch and go, but you have the ability to make money while you sleep. So go to bkroystonpublishing.com and click on classes, and the master class starts on October 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will go and have your store up by Black Friday. That's our goal. And then if you are interested in writing your own book, and so let's have a discussion, a conversation with talkwithroyston.com, and let's talk about your book. If you have always known you're supposed to write, it's been prophesied, girl, you've been through so much, you got a story to tell. Let's have a conversation at talkwithroyston.com. And then books, and more merchandise, as well as books are available at my online store, RoystonRoyalBookstore.com. Children's books, fiction, nonfiction, business books, materials on how to write, how to publish, how to promote your book. Go there, RoystonRoyalBookstore.com. And I trust that helps you and blesses you. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for everyone that's joined us and everyone who will join on the replay. I trust that you will continue to have an awesome rest of the day and the rest of the week. So coming up at 10 a.m. on envision-radio.com is Live Your Best Life with me, your host. And my guest on Envision Radio today is Mrs. Karen Dixon Brown, who has a phenomenal story and has 2 incredible books, so that you're able to be inspired, be encouraged, and see someone who has overcome a lot and a lot of loss, but is here to strive to encourage those that are still here and still in the land of the living. She is a testament and a testimony for those who thrive and survive even after grief and great loss. It is a journey. It is an ongoing journey. I believe that their grief is one of those journeys that never ends. You just learn to cope with it day by day, because you love that loved one and they were a part of your life. You'll never forget them. I know I don't forget my loved ones, and I look like them. I'm reminding of them often. So join envision-radio.com, live your best life. Me, your host, and our guest for this week is Ms. Karen Dixon Brown. Then stay tuned at 11 a.m. Author, businesswoman, comedian, Emmy Award winner, Ms. Cheryl Underwood, with her spiritual nourishment from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So sit back, relax. After church goes off, come back to envision-radio.com and join for some great gospel music, inspirational music, where praise meets talk at envision-radio.com. So I'm Dr. Julia Royston, praying and believing God for your faith to not fail, and that you continue to move forward as you live your best life. I'm praying that I bring information, inspiration, empowerment, tools, resources, and people to help you to live your best life. Reach out to us on social media, like the Live Your Best Life page on Facebook, as well as follow me on all the social media platforms for the upcoming information. I have scheduled in November and December 2 Power Pack special editions. In November, where we're going to be talking about, we've been in school for a while, so we're going to be talking about if you need tutors, getting ready for college prep, and if you are a teacher and you want to be a teacherpreneur, that's the panel that's going to be held on Monday evening, November 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then in December, we're going to be talking about 2021 prep. We're going to be getting ready for 2021, whatever that looks like and whatever that's going to be like. I have a wonderful panel of speakers and guests for that evening in December. So follow us, like us, share our information as we continue to move forward. And in the times that, good morning from Boston. Good morning. Good morning. And share the video and be blessed the rest of this week and the rest of this year. I'm Julia Royston at BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the author community, the Book Business Boss, is helping you live your best life and write that book now. Have a great day.